And now, Israel, what does the Lord your God ask of you except to fear the Lord your God by walking in all his ways, to love him and to worship the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul? Keep the Lord's commands and statutes I am giving you today for your own good. The heavens, indeed the highest heavens, belong to the Lord your God, as does the earth and everything in it. Yet the Lord had his heart set on your fathers and loved them. He chose their descendants after them. He chose you out of all the people as it is today. Therefore, circumcise your hearts and don't be stiff-necked any longer. For the Lord your God is the God of gods and the Lord of lords, the great, mighty, and awe-inspiring God, showing no partiality and taking no bribe. So as I was reading this, I was struck by just the dichotomy, the difference, the two extremes of who we see God to be here. On one hand, God is the God of the heavens, the highest heavens. Everything in the heavens and on the earth belong to the Lord. And what this tells us and what this lets us know is how powerful God is, how mighty, how majestic, how so different and holy and great he is. That he is so different from us. He's so much greater than us. That he's above all things, that he's in control of all things, that whatever situation is happening in our world right now, whether it be politically, whether it be with this disease, whatever is happening in our own personal lives, whatever is happening in our country or in countries around the world, no matter where it is, what's happening, that the Lord is God over that and that he is in control. And yet, on the other end of that, we see that the Lord had his heart set on your fathers and loved them. He chose their descendants after them. If on one hand we see a God that is so distant and powerful and great and mighty, majestic above us, then on the other hand we see a God that is so close to us, that he is with us in all of our personal issues, that he is down with us, that he cares for us, that he loves us, that he looks after us. And more importantly, not only does he look after us, but in the same promise that was made to Israel through Jesus can be made to us, that he chose us. That before the foundations of the world were made, that he chose you to be saved, that he rescued you. That you are special and dear and important to the Lord. And what a crazy God we serve, that he is both of those things simultaneously at the same time, that he is both mighty and majestic and far and above us, and yet so intimately close to us. And we see this perfectly in Jesus. That Jesus walked us alongside of us in our human pain and suffering, yet he was fully God, both fully man and fully God. And it, maybe it's just me, but that is a huge encouragement to me, no matter what situation I'm going through, to know that I have a Lord that walks right alongside me, that he's with me every single step of the way, that he cares, that it is important to him, and yet at the same time that he's a Lord that is so powerful, so strong, so holy, and so mighty above things that I can trust that he will work things out, that I can place my worries, my insecurities, my hopes, and my fears in his hand because he is in control and has power over those things, that we can trust him with those, and that we are trusting them to a God who is not weak, but that is strong. And so that is my encouragement to you today, South Shores, is to trust in a God that loves you so much that he walks right next to you and yet is so powerful and mighty that you can trust him with anything, knowing that he is in control and will overcome it.